Alright YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. I went and picked up this last night, the pbass minion. I've tried to do this video about 5 or 6 times. If it's not dogs barking, people try to phone me. It's stress. So this is pretty much 8 months old. These come in at about 150 to about 160 depending on the colour. I wanted to get it because I wanted to see the difference between this and the minion. There is differences. This sounds like a pbass, just smaller. I thought there would maybe slight differences, but there's not. It's a really nice sound off of this. The only bad points that I would say is the strap buttons are too small. I'm going to need to change them. They're far too small. Just keep falling at the strap, so that's about it. I never had to do anything to this. This is all nice setup. When I bought it, did have stickers on it, took stickers off. It's got these propeller style machine heads. This is made in Indonesia, and it's made in 2000. So no, 2020 actually it's made. I read that wrong there. 2020. So there's a few. For what I can understand, there's a few. I've seen one with a skunk stripe. I'm just wondering why that is. I don't know. I had this discussion with Mad Malky last night. I was talking to him about it. 90% of Chinese Squiers don't have a skunk stripe. I've got a Chinese Squier, no skunk stripe. My mate's got a pbass that would be bought at the exact same time. His is Chinese, mine's Indonesian. Mine's got a skunk stripe, his hasn't. One of the videos I'll be doing, I'll talk about that. I'm not going to let that away. That'll be next week's video. There's another Squier bass that I've got that's I've had before. The first one I had was made in China. Didn't have a skunk stripe, 2-piece maple neck. I bought the same bass, but I got a good deal on that the other night. It's made in Indonesia, skunk stripe, finished necks, know that kind of satin, or it's got a really nice finished neck, and it's Indonesia skunk stripe, 1-piece maple neck. So there's different variants out there. I think the Chinese factory and Indonesian factory run simultaneously, so I know for a while when you buy the packs, so you get the bass, strap, lead, amp, the Stinger starter packs. I think they're made in Indonesia, and then if you bought one of these as a starter pack, Indonesia, so I think maybe this was a starter pack to be originally, and if you bought this itself, then it would be Chinese made. I know because I bought my PJ bass as a starter pack because it worked out cheaper for some reason. But there's big differences. Paint finish is different, neck finish is different, pickups are different. Mine are kind of matte plastic. My mate's is shiny plastic. I've got a skunk stripe, he hasn't. So there's differences. I don't know. I don't know why you get some Chinese ones without skunk stripes and you get the ones with. I need to look into that more. But I know that they run simultaneously. So if you go in to a guitar shop and buy a Squier, you could be getting a Chinese one, or you could be getting an Indonesian one. I don't know how it works. I just know they run simultaneously and there is differences in them because I've got the bases to show you the differences. But anyway, that's besides the point. This basically just a standard pbass. It's a 20. It says it's a 28.5 inch scale, but according to this, so So from nut to bridge, it's 29 inch. Jackson's exact same scale. I think the Jackson came first. So I think Jackson made the Minion, and then Fender went, oh wait now. Or Squier went, oh, I think we should make a wee mini bass since we own Jackson. Because I seen the Jacksons first. These only came out, I think, in 2020. This is when they first came out. Jacksons have been out since like 2017, I think. My opinion, the Jackson's a better quality guitar. Quality wise, definitely. Machine heads are good quality. The fretboard's good quality. Neck's good quality. I'm not saying this isn't, but if I was to say, I would pay more for the Jackson than I would this. So I don't know, my opinion of that depends what style of bass you're into. If you're into just P-basses, then go for one of these. If you're into kind of more metal stuff, then go for a Jackson. But I bought the Jackson originally for travelling, because I travel from my work, so I bought this. Well, I got a good deal on it, so I traded 2 guitars for it. This is heavier. The Jackson is definitely heavier than the Mini P. But the thing that puts me off is the scarf joint and the backwards headstock, because it sits in my van. I'm scared in case somebody comes in and sits in the passenger seat, because it sits behind my passenger seat, and they go back, or I forget to tell them there's a bass there, and they put the seat back and they snap the neck. A lot of people come into my van very often, but just in case they do. So when this came up, I thought, I'll give this a bash. It fits in the Jackson gig bag. So I've got a gig bag for it if I need to take it with me. Pretty standard P-bass, I'll let you hear it. I'm going to play it through my BH250, through my 4x12, just like a day Avella. No tone print on. Volume all the way up, tone all the way off. Pleasure here. So. It's weird to get used to. If I don't take this with me or don't use it for a while and then I go to play it, or the Jackson, talk about the Jackson because I had the Jackson first, you get to each other used to the size compared to a full size bass. Yeah, so it's. So I put the tone all the way on. Plays nice, sounds nice. It's a different tone for the Jackson. The Jacksons, this is more punchy, like a standard P-bass. Definitely punchy like a P-bass. That's not. So what I'll do is, this will be the kind of first video on this. When I go away to work the next time, I'll take the Vox and I'll do a comparison with the Vox in this, the B-Vox headphone amp. So when I go to do the review on this, I'll do it with this, the Mini P-bass, I'll do it with the Jackson, I'll compare the two with this as well at the same time. Yeah, it's a nice wee bass for messing about. My son likes the Jackson because it's about his size. It actually looks like the Jackson looked like a full size guitar on him. So when he sees this, I think he might want this. He did ask me, could I get a mirror scratch plate for his wee 3/4 bass, but it's longer than this, the 3/4. So the kind of sizes you get now, you used to only be able to get full scale, short scale, and 3/4 basses. Now you get the mini bass, so there's 4 different scales you can choose from now. The Squier Katana is a short scale bass, same as the Bronco and the Jag. I've got a Bronco. I just picked a Bronco up the other day. It's nice. That's my next week's video, is the Bronco. I might be going to go and see about another Jaguar, which I've had before, but I didn't have my YouTube channel at the time, so I'm going to go see about getting a Jaguar, which is a slightly a better quality bass than the Bronco, but I'll be a video on that and all at some point. Yeah, these are really nice basses. We travel bass. It would be doing your own kind of style of playing. If you like kind of standard P bass, you could get one of the wee Vox headphone amps, and then actually get a wee travel, because you can plug the headphone amp into a speaker, and then you've got basically a wee mini amp to play with. Or you could buy one of the Black Star Flies, and actually get a wee setup. Definitely doing your style. If you're into P basses, get yourself a P bass. If you're into kind of more metal and stuff, get yourself a Jackson. But both of them are really quality. Why I wanted one of these as well after I bought the Jacksons is because when I bought the Jackson, for the price that you pay for it, it's £169 brand new for a Jackson. So these are 169 brand new, and this is 150 brand new. So for the price, when I got this and played it, and you see the quality it's made for 169 quid, I wanted to see if the Mini was any good. Yeah, it's quality bass, typical Squier. I would say it's more built like an Infinity than a Vibe or a. It's more like an Infinity. So for the Infinity, for the price, yeah, you're getting a nice quality bass, but the Jackson build quality is much better. The weight is a lot heavier. The quality, Jackson's build quality is much, I would say, is far superior to the Mini, but it is still quality bass. There's no cheap. It's not a cheap. If you put it up towards my Gear for Music 3/4, well, not mine, my son's, yeah, there's a big difference. This is made a lot better than that, but the Jackson's made better than this, and you're only paying 20 quid a difference. So it would be down to what style of playing you want. You get these in a different couple of colours. Obviously I bought these second hand. I didn't actually go to a shop and bought them. If I was going to, I think I would have still bought the black and white one. If I went to buy the Jackson straight from the shop, I think I went with the white with the maple fretboard. That's just my opinion, but I got these second hand. I say I personally wouldn't go out and buy one brand new. Second hand, yeah. But yeah, definitely if you're looking for a wee travel bass, I would definitely recommend either one of them. Either one of them as a travel bass, but definitely better quality. The Jackson, still good, but for the difference in price, but 20 quid, 20 quid difference. Jackson's put more thought into theirs, I think. It doesn't feel cheap by any means. By any means, as I said, put it up towards the Gear for Music. Gear for Music, you tell when you play that it's a cheap bass. But yeah, Jackson, I think, definitely is my favourite. I think I definitely prefer this to the Squier Mini, but I'll still keep it. I'll still keep it. I think my son will end up. That'll be my son's new bass. I think the Squier Mini. I know exactly what he's going to ask me. He's going to ask me to try and get a mirror pick card for it, and he's going to ask me to black the headstock so it looks exactly the same as my Jim Deegan, his full Linux bass. I don't know when I'm going to get a mirror scratch plate for this. I'm probably need to try and get somebody to make it. Black the headstock's easy. just use a bit of vinyl, but I know that's what he's going to ask me to do. So there you go, we reviewed between the Jackson Minion and the Squier Mini. Definitely two different guitars, totally two different guitars, different sounding. If you go back and look at the Jackson Minion video, you'll hear the difference. So we've got a few things coming up. I'll give you a wee sneak preview of this. So I've got this still on it. I had read one of these before, but I'll do a proper review once I've cleaned it up and stuff. And I'm going to go and pick up another bass tonight. That's another bass that I had. So I had a red one of these and I didn't do a review because I didn't have my channel at the time, so I bought another one because it came up as a good price to do a video on that. And the other bass I'm going to go and pick up maybe tonight is a Fender Jag short scale. So that will be me have all the scales. So I've got a mini, short scale, the guitar is a short scale as well, and I've got a full size one, and I've got a 3/4, so there you go. But my excuse is pickups make it sound different. These pickups are definitely different from the Jackson ones. This is a lot more punchier. So there you go, that's the video for the week, 16 minutes. I'll do another review on these, as said. I don't know, because I've done this video that many times, I don't know if I've said it on this. So why this is so short with these two is I'm going to try the Vox bass headphone amp, show you that, with both guitars when I'm away. So 1 week I'll take the Jackson with this, which I've not had a chance to yet because I'm working at home all this week. I'll do that for a week, and then I'll take the Squier Mini for a week with this, and then I've got a wee speaker kicking about somewhere, or I'll buy a speaker that I can plug this into, then I'll let you hear the difference between the two basses through this, and then the two basses through that, or Delaney, depending on what works. So it'll be more intense kind of review with these two basses, but I just thought I'd like you to see the Mini and the Minion and the Mini pbass together. Exact same scale, different styles, but it's cool. When I started playing bass, I didn't have any of this, the size of basses and stuff, and didn't have kids' basses or 3/4 at that point. I did have a guitar size bass at one point, but it was for the 60s, and it was shit. That's the one I've swapped for my Jim Reed. That and the ukulele bass, swapped for the Jim Reed 5-string, and it was mince, absolute mince. The quality but these are much better quality. So a wee bit rambling as well. So I'll keep these posted. Do another video next week probably on the Bronco, and if I get the Jag tonight, I'll do a video on the Jag the week after. So stay safe. Hopefully this is going to be over soon, and carry on.